What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Grower, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from August 5th, 2020, and this will be your AEW Dynamite results. And you could also say, not going to put it as a title, but the home show edition of AEW Dynamite for the next AEW Dynamite show, which is going to be, basically as of this, after this recording. AEW is going to be doing their one of those special shows for Dynamite, like they did with Fight for the Fallen and for Fighter Fest for the 2 nights they did. But they called it 2 nights, but it was not really 2 nights. But I digress. But they'll be doing AEW Dynamite presents a tag team appreciation night, which I think is going to be great. It's going to be great. So yeah, but can't wait for that. But yeah, I'm not gonna put that as a title because something else was important to put on the title, what pertains to having on this very show, which I'll get to, which was a highlight of the show basically. But the commentators were Mike Tenay, Taz. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about TNA. Sorry about that, folks. Well, that was a botch. Snyder Line. Tony Schiavone, Taz, and good old JR Jim Ross. That's what I meant to say. Still Excalibur by his decision. He didn't want to be the center of attention after the whole the whole thing with him saying the N-word years ago, by the way. Just want to bring that up again. But yeah, I'm not on camera for right now because I'm a little busy right now. So they're in Jacksonville, Florida, Haley's place for the event. Obviously, they can't go anywhere because we're still in a pandemic. But hopefully in a few months that will change. Hopefully in a few months we'll see. But yeah, I'll get back on camera. Right now I'm a little busy doing something, but I'll still talk and scrolling down as we get to it. So as far as Excalibur, he'll be back. He's not gone from the company. Yeah, if that was the idea that cancel culture did their jobs. No, they didn't. They think that AEW did something about that. No, AEW doesn't. Even realized that it was stupid for them to even bring it up anyways. That happened years ago, and Excalibur was very apologetic of it, years ago too as well. And then here's Excalibur, making the decision to remove himself from the position from it. And when he did that too, by the way, folks, obviously what form change will happen last week. This week, I mean, 2 weeks ago, what things happened 2 weeks ago, after seeing Taz, Shabani, and Jim Ross all on commentary, and they did a great job. I show I mentioned that too when that happened. And then when it came to AEW Dark, which I'll do a cover of that one when I can. As a matter of fact, I think I did. I'm sorry, I forgot I did. Oh man, I don't know why I have brain fart out that I just sorry. My throat's killing me a little bit. But yeah, I didn't realize I already did that. It should be up that way. So yeah, check it out and hope you enjoy it. But yeah, I was gonna say, seeing Tony Schiavone and Taz commentary together, I liked it. Just what happened with the whole Excalibur. I enjoyed the pairing commentary of Taz and Tony Schiavone. It gives me that old school vibe of Michael Cole and Taz. Not trying to compare Michael Cole and Tony Schiavone, to be comparable. I'm just saying, it was that type of vibe that guy. Because we all know how good Michael Cole is back in the days when he was commentating with Taz on SmackDown. It was one of his great works. Obviously, because Paul Heyman was behind all that. So you're saying the way that where it to Paul Heyman guys, Michael Cole was one of the 4 Heyman guys. Pertains to SmackDown being better than Monday Night Raw. From where it pertains to who get a little better shows at the time. But anyway, that's not here or there. But yeah, so now we got the pairing of Taz, Schiavone, and Ross once again on for AEW Dynamite. And we will be seeing pretty soon. Us cover back on commentary. If not by this month, then maybe next month for All Out. But here we go. Let's get to the show now. Now that I'll waste everyone's time now. Let's get right to it. Let me see how everything is going so far. Okay, everything's going well. Everything's going slow. We have the Elite, Kenny Omega, Hangman and Page for the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and FTR. Wow, what a crazy tag team match we're having here, where it pertains to facing the Dark Order. The Dark Order, they had, the Exalted One, Mr. Brody Lee, Evil Uno, Stu Mason. You have Andrew Allen, who is 5 of the Dark Order, and they had other Dark Order members as well. I don't remember seeing 10 there. I remember seeing some other members of Dark Orders, but I couldn't keep up. And I'm like, wow, this is a recipe for disaster waiting to happen, But the match was basically going to be a cluster mess of a match. We were doing spots after spots and everything, and they all were pretty impressive and everything. So I enjoyed this match very well. To open the show, the show deliver well. It would deliver, and make a chaos match, where it pertains to trying to keep up and everything. So we get to the spot where FTR was doing the tag team move, and it pertains to a backbreaker, leg drop combo. Basically, what pertains to either it was a leg drop or a knee drop. I can't remember. From Dex from what was I going to say? Oh yeah, from Cash Wheeler from the second row. And while you had Scott Dawson, I mean, no, that's Harwood is meant to say. Excuse me. He went for a backbreaker, and then with Cash Wheeler again, like it was a knee drop or a leg drop, something like that. I can't remember how it was delivered. And also, Dax Harwood was fading a knee injury because he missed his knee for the backbreaker and everything, and then holding his opponent in that position, with his knee and everything, and basically that the injury got the best of him there, where Cash Wheeler and the Hangman and the Page went to help out Dax Harwood to the back along with Dr. Sampson, and I thought the Young Bucks was going to do that too, because the Young Bucks also were attending to to Dax Harwood, and I'm like, are they really, can you make a high and dry here? And I'm like, is that going to lead to where it's going to lead to more dissensions where Kenny Omega's going to turn heel pretty soon? So I thought, but the Young Bucks ends up still staying. Because at the end of the day, it's they're middle of a test match, and if they would let Kenny Omega high and dry, Kenny Omega would not handle the top order on his own. So the match ends up being three on 6. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't remember what kind of tag team matches was again. Yeah, 3 on 6. Yeah, of course. So basically, it was a 12-man tag match. But yeah, but Hangman and Page has to come back though, and he has a kicking ass until we had Brody Lee and Hangman together in the match here, and the rest of the Elite was taken out. and then Brody Lee with the discus lariat to the Hangman, and he turned him inside out for it, and the Dark Order gets the win from Brody Lee. So yeah, wow, what a match that was, and I was excited for that match, and I thought I was a positive. We're going to open up the show. I'll get back on camera. I mean, actually, I never was back on camera. I'll get on camera. I meant to say, I'll get on camera once I'm done here. But let's move on. Earlier we see they show happened earlier where it pertains to who arrived, and it was the best friends, Trent and Chuck Taylor. They basically arrived in Trent's mom's minivan. That's basically what it was, and that'll come to more of the story later on, which we'll get to. So just want to bring that up, and it's going to lead to something. And probably the main band was white. Just let everyone know about that. Also earlier on the day was Jon Moxley, the AEW World Champion, saying that when he was younger, he struggled with a lot of demons. Says that he go to the ring, and it was like wrestling ghosts. People who care about him, would offer to try to talk to him out of it, of doing dangerous things. Yeah, out of dangerous things. Doing dangerous things, meant to say. Looking back, some of those things he changed. Some things he wouldn't. And then he gets to why Darby Allin wants his title. Says that in a weird twist, now he's one of trying to advise him of safety and common sense, basically telling Darby Allin that he just stay down or thing, and basically also saying that he is one of his favorites in AEW, doesn't want to be the only one to end his career, so he once he signed that contract, he knows what he's getting to. He's getting something into. So he tells him to again stay down. Even though he knows he's not gonna listen, because if he was in that position, he wouldn't either. So there you go. I thought it was a very good promo that Jon Moxley delivered. Basically, will lead to their match between Darby Allin and Jon Moxley for the AEW title match, which was the main event, which we'll get to later. We get to best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent versus Santana Ortiz, Alden Paul representing the Inner Circle. And the match itself, I gotta be honest with you folks, I wasn't really into the match that much. So I was looking to see if Santana Ortiz gets a win here, and then we can move on from it. But instead, it was the best friends getting the win instead. Basically, getting an upset victory over Santana Ortiz. I'm like, huh? I was literally like, huh? Why do they have to lose? I didn't understand that at all until later on. I didn't think of it at first, but when I saw them losing, I'm like, well, what's going on here? Like, why they having them lose like that? Not against our best friends. I love best friends too, but this is Santana Ortiz here, man. Like, come on. People are saying that they haven't been the same since they left TNA. Basically pertains to wrestling. But I don't want to let's do it that way now. But hopefully it'll be an end game here, which again we'll get to more of that later. But at the same time, I'm not really liking what they're doing here. But I digress. But we'll get some more of that as it goes by. So after that, what happened after that? We get to MJF. Of his campaign headquarters. Pertains to him being the next AEW World Champion, because Jon Moxley is not his champion. So MJF gives an update about his campaign. He says that they're shipping posters all over the world. He gets a gum from one of the workers, and he ate the gum and he fired that person. I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. So MJF, he goes. And by the way, one of his workers ends up being Lee Johnson, one of AEW's enhancement talents that they always use whenever they need someone to pull over. big, to establish him as a star in AEW. You know, Lee Johnson is there to do it. Lee Johnson is the perfect candidate to do that. So he has to be one of the workers for MJF. So MJF was upset at Lee Johnson because what tends to hang on the poster, it was not on that level, on the level that it should be. And then he asks Nia, who looks like Ronda Rousey, by the way. I don't remember if I mentioned before, but after basically after the Asylum returns to the live reaction for AEW Dynamite, when they first did the whole MJF campaign of being the AEW World Champion in 2020. I was like, wow, I was like, I can't remember if it was Rem that may have said it. It may have been Rem, but one of them said it. I'm pretty sure it was Rem because Rem always, comes up with that. But even me to a degree as well, and also with Christian. But one of us said that this woman looks like Ronda Rousey. This Nia chick looks like Ronda Rousey. So he so yes, Ronda Rousey, MJF, the doppelganger of Ronda Rousey is asked to pull out the pole, and also tells her, and as she's on, talk about the pole, and just like, why aren't you smiling? And as she smiles, she basically it's a pretend smile. Kind of how I feel about with Dasha Gonzalez back in WWE when she was Dasha Flanders. Oh man, that kind of reminds me of it. Basically, this Nia is happy to be there. She's happy to work for MJF. She's happy to do what MJF tells her to do and everything. It's one of those moments. It's again, it's comparable to Dasha Dasha Gonzalez when she was working for WWE at the time, where she's smiling all the time and she's happy, and she's showing that she's happy to be there, to be an interviewer and all that. Oh my god, it was bad. It was that bad. But in this case, when it comes to Nia, she's she's loving it. And it's also a breath of fresh air too. Because I guarantee you, something like that, and WWE would have done something like this, it would have been terrible. But yeah, again, it's how I explained before. Yes, it would have been terrible. Anyways, but MJF leading over Moxley. Basically, Moxley has 0%, and then MJF has 100%. So that basically going strong, and that was basically it. So, and also he talks about he's getting close to face John Moxley at All Out, and then someone asked him, "What if you have to face Darby Allin?" Oh please, and this I'm saying this. Oh please, the 125-pound emo kid, yeah, that would really suck to wrestle him. Basically, he basically saying that that Darby Allin is not his level, and basically Darby Allin is basically he sucks, which that's not far from the truth. But anyway, there you go. That was it. And I thought it was good though. And those people are saying, oh, they're stealing EC3's campaign thing that he did back in 2016, when he's running for being the TNA World Champion. Oh, so when WWE does something, on the copy of something, they get a pass. But when AEW does it, oh, it's a problem. And yes, it is similar to that, but it's way different from how MJF is doing it than how EC3 did it back in 2016 in TNA Wrestling. It's way different than what how that was done. But yeah, that really hurt me there, irritated me when I heard that comparison, or I want to say comparison, where it tends to or they're copying, AEW is copying, they're copying. Yeah, because let's not forget that WWE doesn't let's not forget that WWE does that too. WWE is a master of copying stuff. So, anyways, next we get to Matt Hardy, he gets in the ring. He talks about having a blast, being able to to show off all of his personas, which tends to Broken Matt Hardy, Attitude, Big Money Matt, even overseas to Hardy Boy Matt Hardy, and old school Matt Hardy, and saying oh, sorry, I was going to read on the wrong paragraph. Okay, here we go. Here's the right paragraph. And he says, but he listens to his audience, much like AEW does as well. He says that he's going to be focusing on being himself on screen, and but when it comes to being off screen, he'll do what he's gonna do. When it comes to being doing the multiverge, the multiverge. That's what it's called. That's what he calls it. And also, it tends to help now Private Party, because then he says he was obviously he said before, he reminds them of the Hardy Boys, back in the days, the private Party. By the way, when it comes to fans listening, I'm pretty sure I know what type of fans he's talking about, and let's show you one thing, folks. The fans that want to see the broken character is not the basically the fans that want to see all that with Matt Hardy doing what he's doing. We're not those type of fans that say that we don't want to see that Matt Hardy should be himself. It's those other fans that are saying that, not the AEW fans. Just throw that in there. But anyways, so also we see Sammy Guevara coming out of nowhere, and he's going to attack Matt Hardy, but then Matt Hardy knew he basically knew he would come. Okay, he said too, Sammy Guevara, I knew you come. Oh, actually, before Sammy Guevara came, I forgot to mention this. He want when potentially helping Private Party off screen. He wanted to do the same thing with Sammy Guevara, for him to get away from Chris Jericho, but he didn't listen. So now he's going to be his enemy. Now they can be enemies and everything. And that's when Sammy Guevara came out of nowhere. And then that's when Matt Hardy said, "I knew, Sammy, I know you come." And they start fighting. It was back and forth fight. When Sammy Guevara got the of it, he sent him to a ring post, and I thought to myself, "Oh my god, it doesn't bust up Matt Hardy. I don't know what would." And then to the chair spot. Hold on, folks. And I'm on camera. Here we go. So, Sammy Guevara was getting the better of Matt Hardy at this point with was sent to the ring post, and he's going to put him to a table. Because at this point, Matt Hardy was put on the table, and then Sammy Guevara gets a chair, right? Hurls it to Matt Hardy, and he really hits him with it. Now, I thought at first, when the ring post, that the ring post was going to cause Matt Hardy to bleed, and then as soon as he threw the chair, like, oh my god, if that didn't open up Matt Hardy, the ring post, the steel chair may have done its job, and it did. But here's the thing. We're on that. The ring post had nothing to do with it. It was the steel chair. It was that chair. It wasn't a steel chair, but it was a chair. And there was a metal part of the frame of it. May have opened up Matt Hardy, gave him a gash on right there. That was not supposed to happen. Now I didn't mind blood, and I'm pretty sure they didn't mind blood either. But that was bad. That was so bad. It was reckless, and Sammy Guevara got a lot of heat from someone backstage. Man, it was just horrendous. But Sammy Guevara ends up by doing some type of running 630 senton onto Matt Hardy, crushed into a table and everything, and that was it. And Matt Hardy was bleeding like crazy, wearing the Chrism mask. It was, but Sammy Guevara got in trouble for that. I don't think he's gonna be fine for it, but I believe he was being, he got in trouble because he was being reckless of what he did there. So, Mario's okay though. And he showed that on Being the Elite when he did the whole multiverse again. And yeah, so he's fine. That looks good. Gotta check that out. Look at pictures, folks. I'm sorry. Also, let me go outside. Let me see Santana Ortiz. They destroy Trent's mother's minivan. Yeah, they had hammer, they have spray cans. It basically just turn it up. Even I think they even stole. I think they even stole the tires, but we'll get to more later. And then Ortiz sends the sledgehammer into the windshield, and it was perfect. It just was sticking out, just perfect. It was perfect the way it was. And I'm like, wow. So I guess Santana Ortiz were being sore losers, and they had to take it out on his mother's minivan. That's basically what the story was. We get the incomplete TNT champion Cody Rhodes teaming up with the former Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona versus the Dark Orders of Alex Rose and John Silver. John Silver looked good in this match, and especially with Bertinso taking care of Cody in the match. Cody made him look good, and John Silver is good, by the way. He is good. He's very underrated. Pertaining to one of the jobbers of the Dark Order. He's next to Grayson, who's also underrated too. I'm also not trying to take anything away from Alex Reynolds, but he's good too. But John Silver, he's really showing how good he is. We got Matt Cardona doing a hot tag here in the match. So it's gonna be tough to to call his moves the Rough Rider and whatever else that he does. I think he's. I don't know if I'm gonna be calling the face wash boot, broski boot again. Because the broski boot was a move from by Zack Ryder. Rough Rider from Zack Ryder, and those other moves too. I'm not saying he's going to be doing all of them, but remember seems to to his character wasn't WWE. The last guy changed now. Which, by the way, it is working out in the end. The former Rough Rider move isn't the whole leg drop lariat. It's now called radio silence. So in a way, he could use the radio. The whole not. It's not gonna be the he's not gonna be doing the music of the theme song of radio because that's the East music. But he used radio silence as the new name for the Rough Rider, and got the win. And basically got the win for himself and Cody. And by the way, Matt Cardona, he came out there looking like a star. He gave him pyro and everything, and he's all Strong Island. I wonder what's going to be his catchphrase, which I know one was going to be always ready. Just like on his T-shirt down there, Matt Cardona, always ready. So yeah, so Cody and Matt Cardona got the win. Now Matt Cardona is not officially signed with AEW. He's on side for five shows basically. Now that one was gonna be on Dark. So yeah, it's like Matt Cardona, he's there for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna make his mind once those months is up. He's probably gonna stay, and if he doesn't stay, he's probably gonna go to Impact Wrestling to be along with Brian Myers. So we'll see. It's up to him. So Cody really starts leaving, right? Also, let me see, more Anderson and Matt Cardona. But also, let me see Scorpio Sky blocks his way, and basically, he wants a shot of his title. Scorpio Sky wants out of Dark, and he wants to get back on Dynamite to face Cody for the incomplete TNT Championship. By the way, the title is very close to be complete. So until we see that on that complete championship title, I'm still calling it the incomplete TNT Championship. So there you go. We go outside, we see best friends. They're not happy that Santana Ortiz did this. Trent, basically Tricky T was upset. Then we hear Trent being upset, say, "You cowards, for what you did. If you want to match with us, all you have to do is ask." Well, actually, I think it was Trent. I mean, not Trent. I think it was Chuck Taylor who said that. If you want a rematch from us, another shot against us, all you have to do was ask everything, and then and then that's when Trent started talking and everything. Oh yeah, so I see here. Yeah, Trent Taylor this Chuck Taylor did say that. If you want a rematch from us, all you have to do is ask. And then Trent said, and when we beat you guys, you're gonna personally apologize to his mom on speakerphone. And I'm like, wow, I hate this feud. I never thought I would say that in AEW. Besides the whole thing with Ship Maker, I hate this feud. Because it's about, you destroyed my mom's minivan, and I want you to apologize, blah, blah, blah. Great. Now we get to why I thought stole the show. And it was also the go-home show pertains to Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy for the next AEW Dynamite show, which is going to be all about Tag Team Appreciation Night. Now, we had Chris Jericho and Orange Cassidy in, I think what they're calling it. They were calling it AEW Super Wednesday Debate 2020 between Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho. And the moderator for this was, the special guest moderator was Eric Bischoff, who is back on TV, back on TNT, and better than ever. And also a shot to WWE, by the way, for the Eric Bischoff. So Eric Bischoff sits in the table. And I already knew that because it was out there already that we're taking the rumors that Eric Bischoff was going to be there, and I about the rumors. So yeah, Eric Bischoff was the guy, and I like it. Since it's been 20 years or so, Eric Bischoff has not been on TNT. You can also say the same thing with Tony Schiavone, or Anderson. Who else? You can also say Dustin Rhodes in a way. Yeah, other than that, yeah. There you go. And you can also say Diamond Dallas Page. Chris Jericho too. But Chris Jericho, it's been more than 20 years. Yeah. I digress. Anyways. So yeah, but we get to this so Orange Cassidy comes out, not in the suit, by the way, because this whole debate is supposed to be about suits, right? Not Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy, he wears his normal clothes, and Chris Jericho comes out with his suit. A lot of people say, it reminds me of Chris Jericho from WWE when he was doing the heel stick when he had short hair. To me, I see Chris Jericho in a suit with his long hair back in the days of WCW when he was doing the whole conspiracy theory thing against them from when he was pertains to when he was a conspiracy of things that happened to him in the cruiserweight division. So, and he had Jake Hager there too. Probably although Jake Hager was also in the suit, and Jericho had his white blazer jacket, wrapped and everything, and that's what it's gonna be all about, basically, folks. That's what the story is all about. Orange Cassidy ruined his $7,000 white blazer jacket, and now he wants Orange Cassidy to pay for it. He wants him to pay the price for it. All right, so let's get to the whole debate thing going on. This whole debate thing is, Chris Jericho is giving debates, and we gotta see how Orange Cassidy can do it in debates. Because we all know one thing. For instance, Orange Cassidy when he's on TV, he barely talks. He doesn't talk much, but we do know he talks. But the thing is he going to try? We're going to get to it. So let's see. Here we go. Jericho asked why. Yeah, Jericho talking about saying, he basically asked why does Jericho and Jericho asked part of this question of why Jericho and Orange Cassidy hate each other. So Jericho said, Jericho says, thanks, Cass, for dressing up for this location. It said that Cassidy then also Orange Cassidy decided to pull out a clip tie. I thought that was hilarious. I used to wear clip ties before, but now I know how to wear a clip. Now I know how to wear an actual tie. Or just tying it and all that. So Jericho says that this is why he hates Orange Cassidy. He's a flash in the pan and a nobody. Cassidy was asked the same thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Cassidy is asked for his response, but Orange Cassidy didn't say anything. Which I kind of knew he wasn't going to say anything. But then Jericho we get back to the whole thing with to Jericho. First, our Bishop says, who's the better wrestler, and who's the better star? I mean, who's the better wrestler and who's the biggest star? I meant to say. So Jericho says it's pretty obvious, what the answer is. So basically, he rips Orange Cassidy for some more, and once again, Orange Cassidy says nothing. So the third question was about raising sea levels and the dangers in the world, basically pertains to global warming. And I think to myself, what's that got to do with anything? And Jericho said, what's that got to do with anything? And then, Orange Cassidy, who doesn't say, anything. So Jericho's like, says, let's just move on from that, because I don't care about that. And then also Orange Cassidy starts talking about it. And basically, I never knew Orange Cassidy knew a lot about global warming. And I was jaw dropped when I was hearing this. Like, what the hell? Even Jericho was jaw dropped. After hearing that, like, what the hell? For a guy who doesn't talk much, man, he sure explains us about this whole rising sea levels and dangers in the world. Oh wow! So basically, he beat Jericho with that one. For that third question. And then the next and last question. This ends up being the last question, basically. And the last question was, where is it? Because where it was here somewhere. Okay. The question was, why is Orange Cassidy popular? And it says, Cassidy is a pimple on the ass of pro wrestling. It says fans are at home and basically by calling marks and everything. Can relate to a lazy, entitled nobody. Jericho then says that on the next AEW Dynamite show, he wants his $7,000 for the damage for the jacket, and he's going to leave AEW and go back to being a juice guy at a mall. No, I'm sorry, that was the last question. So then Eric Bischoff asked the same question to Orange Cassidy, and Orange Cassidy says nothing. And then just ends up being the last question. The last question is, why does matches mean so much to both of them? Jericho goes talk, but Orange Cassidy tells him to shut up. Oh, okay, here we go. Now it's time for Orange Cassidy to talk here, to Kirkland. And he says he doesn't care about Jericho, doesn't care about he doesn't care about Jericho. All he cares about is the match. And saying that this could be his biggest match of his life. I digress. And the biggest and it's gonna be the biggest I'm sorry, he's talking to himself basically at first, saying that this is gonna be the biggest match of his life, and it's gonna be Jericho's biggest match of his life too. That one I meant to say. I digress. But he also says, basically, it was kind of promo. For a guy who talk much, I don't care about this debate and everything. And then he takes off his sunglasses, and Orange Cassidy is serious when he takes his sunglasses off. And he tells Jericho to look him in the eyes and look at the man who's going to beat him and embarrass him. And it says also basically saying to Jericho, you're gonna be beaten by a man. Puts his hands in his own pocket. So then Eric Bischoff says Orange Cassidy wants to debate, and then Jericho's like, "What? What do you mean?" And then Eric Bischoff said, "Well, global warming got to him." And then Jericho's like, I never liked you anyways, Eric Bischoff for 22 years, and then Eric Bischoff says it's been 24 years, and he says, and I know exactly how you feel. If those don't know, Jericho and Eric Bischoff, they hated each other. Why Jericho left OSW back in 1998. It was either 98 or it was 99. It was one of those 2 years. But wow. Still some animosity there. Not really. Let's do they're friends, obviously. Everything, all that's all behind them now. They're friends. But that was so funny though. It was so funny. So then Jericho says, basically, Jericho sends Jake Hager out of Orange Cassidy, and Orange Cassidy gets ass kicked by Jericho. And Jericho takes him out with a juice effect, and Best Friend comes out, and basically that was very done. So that was it. That was great. I thought that debate was great. Orange Cassidy, when he tries, and now we gotta see how it develops on the next AEW Dynamite show on Tag Team Appreciation Night, and I cannot wait. Tony Schiavone with Shit Baker, and she's wearing a 24 Bulls jersey, Michael Jordan. I'm sorry, not 24, 23. Because for those who don't know, and God help us, Britt Baker is more so to Michael Jordan. But we get to this whole thing where Big Swole wants a match against Shit Baker. And we're into All Out. And the only way for her to do that is she has to go in a match against the opponent of her choosing. And sure enough, she picks Reba. And Reba is like shocking surprise and everything. I can't believe it. I'm not a wrestler and everything. Like, oh my god. This reminds me of when Allie first started in TNA. Even though we knew who she was before she was Allie. She was Cherry Bomb. And we knew that she can wrestle. But her character, the assistant character, doesn't know anything about wrestling. They can't wrestle. They don't know what they're doing. That's basically what the story was, and that's what the match was going to be about. So we have Big Swole versus Reba, aka Rebel. And I get it now. Why Shit Baker's calling her Reba, because she's supposed to be this era Chris Jericho. Because remember, Chris Jericho always talk about these guys. Gene Oakland is Gene Mean, and then you got Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit being Chris Benoit. And Jericho always mix up names of these these ring announcers from the E. It's basically the same thing, but except Shit Baker is garbage. She's trash, and I can't get into it. This whole conspiracy theory thing, she's not good. With Chris Jericho, he can get away with that because he is good. He's one of the best in the world at what he does. Shit Baker ain't the best in the world at what she does. She sucks. She may be the best in the world at what she does as a dentist, but not a wrestler. So Reba actually couldn't get in the ring. So the match began between Reba and Rebel and Big Swole. Match didn't last long. Rebel did the moonsault. Then Big Swole didn't get out of the way in time because Rebel head hit the back of Big Swole when she was moving away. But in the end, it was the dirty dancing that Big Swole did got the win, and then she now gets Shit Baker at All Out. Well, can't wait for that match. Another match I'm not looking forward to seeing. I'm not excited for, and the few I'm not excited for. I haven't been excited for that few anyway. So, what I'm hungry for Big Swole, by the way. So the next AEW Dynamite show we're gonna get, which is gonna be on AEW Dynamite presents Tag Team Appreciation Night. You're gonna get Cody defending his incomplete TNT Championship title against Scorpio Sky. Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy. Which is the $7,000 the whole jacket thing. Tag Team Appreciation Night will have the host by FTR, pertains to the Rock Roll Express, Tully Blanchard and R. Anson, Brainbusters. You had the Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus of the Jurassic Express. You have Stu Grayson and Evil Uno versus Matt and Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks. And yeah, there you go. And I'm pretty more it's going to be happening too as well. Then we get to the main event. Jon Moxley defends the AEW World Championship against Darby Allin. And Darby Allin came out there with Moxley cut out mask and everything. And he had a new face paint. It was very, very nice. So the match happens. Ends up being a damn good match between the two. In the ring, outside the ring. And then we get to a point where referee was distracted. And then also end by Warlow. And so okay, MJF's coming out then. MJF was takes the title basically from the timepiece area. It's Moxley with it. Moxley ends up bleeding a little bit. Darby Allin. Basically they're teasing Darby Allin's gonna win here, but I knew he was gonna win. So Moxley and Darby Allin's match continued after that. And then in the end, it was Moxley after doing everything he can to pull away Darby Allin. He finally did to pull him away with the paradigm shift and got the win. And then helps Darby Allin in a way, impressing him, know that. And meanwhile, you see MJF backstage, all upset, losing his mind that the job wasn't done because Moxley still ends up walking out as the AEW World Champion. And that was the show. That was the show. Four matches, I believe it was, right? I believe the Total Wrestling was 4 matches. No, actually 5 matches. So when you count our Rebel versus Big Swole, it's 5 matches. Let me just double check. Yes, 5 matches. And my overall scoring for the show for AEW Dynamite, the show from August 5th, 2020, I'm gonna give this show 8.5 out of 10. Very good show. Better than last time's AEW Dynamite show. Not saying that show was terrible. Those shows were too, but I wasn't really feeling that show. But this show, I was definitely feeling it. I was getting that groove back for it. So 8.5 out of 10. Very, very good show. And that being said, thank you all for watching for It's Natural Born Gorilla saying peace on the streets. But this is your All Elite Wrestling Review, where this is giving you AEW Dynamite results from August 5th, 2020. Until next time, folks, we'll get to the All Elite Wrestling Review. We'll be getting AEW Dynamite results pretty soon. Just like you'll be getting AEW Dark results pretty soon. Of what is AEW, basically what is AEW Dark, the show from August 11th, 2020, and for AEW Dynamite, which is going to be a Tag Team Appreciation Night from August 12th, 2020. Until then, you all stay well, stay safe, take care of yourself everywhere in the world, wear your mask, God bless. I am out here. Ta-ta for now.